Well met, fellow Star Travelers, or should I say, Well Met Val, what's up? This is not a real guide. This is just a quick guide to help my buddy Val, who we're going to help clear this for tonight, who needs a quick rundown of the fight. So, you can watch, but a real guide will come out for this later. Thank you for everyone who's here that helped us do this yesterday, and boy do I have some juicy stuff to share about this fight. So first we're going to set up markers, Val. A, B, C, D, 2 people per marker, because we're going to have to do a lot of 2-person stacking in this fight. The first thing the boss is going to do is put some, you're going to see some lines going around everywhere. There's a lot of follow the group in this fight. We're going to move to one side of the map or the other, and we're going to be dodging these little ice orbs everywhere. On the triangle marker, where we're standing now, there's a little tiny tip at the beginning of the triangle, at the end of the triangle. And we're all going to be stacked right there to dodge all of the AoEs. So we just move off to the side, it could be to the left or to the right, and then we just all stack together under this little red triangle for the safety zone. We're going to have to do that twice. The boss will have a volcano phase, a fire phase, ice phase, and a lightning phase. This is the volcano phase, nothing to worry about. You just move from one side of the map to the other, depending on where the giant volcano pops up. You dodge a little bit of AoEs on the ground. Nothing big to worry about. The big part is what the boss does thereafter. He might lean over the edge, and that's when we get into our stack teams in the back. He might just have his beak glow. In that case, we just run off to the side and stack at the 1, 2, 3, or 4 marker with our teammates. Or he'll do like a spinning AoE thing where we stack in the middle at the A, B, C, D marker with our teammates. One of those 3 things will happen, but it's just, volcano phase is teammates. Then we're going to all stack right behind this tank buster where Taylor is here, and we're going to move from the middle to the A to the C, dodging where the boss turns. The boss is going to go from the left side to the right side, back to the middle, randomly moving across the map, and then we just stay directly in front of the boss while keeping that middle kind of safe. Then we immediately get to our our B and our D markers to stack with our light party stacks, and then we're going to move forward 3 times, leaving behind some fire puddles. Then 4 random people will get an ice marker above their head. Just keep moving around. Just run, jump, spin around, do whatever you got to do. There's a little 3-second countdown above your head. That's what that circle's all about. And then we'll get one more volcano. He always starts with volcano phase, by the way. This time it'll be the opposite direction you were in. And then the second phase could be thunder or ice. Depends. So there's where his beak was glowing. And then we just ran to the 1, 2, 3, or 4 marker with our partner teams. Then we'll get a lightning circle above our heads, just spread out lightning. And then we get our second phase. That was phase 1. So just a bunch of following the whole party around, getting into your light party stacks, and moving around for ice, dodging some AoEs. Nothing crazy. Before the second phase, though, we're going to get this little mini phase, which is a kill the tower phase. We just stay in our light party stacks, which are 2 teams. We'll set that up at the beginning as well. And we're just dodging AoEs, stacking together, and killing all the towers that we see before us. The AoEs will always just be from side to side. We kill the ones on our side, so if you're light party 1, you're on the left. If you're light party 2, you're on the right. You kill those towers, then you kill the middle one last. Then starts phase lightning or ice. It could be either or that we get first. He likes to switch it up. First we're going to get ice. Not my favorite phase, but there we go. So this one's going to have this on our back sides, on our left or on our right back sides, this avalanche that comes down to try and sweep us away while we're trying to dodge AoEs. So remember those AoEs at the beginning where we had to stay in the safety spot of the little red triangle? We're going to have to deal with that, but also an avalanche coming from either side, so we're going to have to sidestep a little bit to dodge that avalanche or it'll knock us right off. So it's just a matter of turning your camera to look to see where that avalanche is, and then staying under that red triangle marker to dodge the rest. So at first we're going to get into our stack teams in the back. Both tanks are going to go up front to deal with an ice tank buster, while the rest of us are in the back to deal with a stacking light party stack. So there is our avalanche in the back. We're going to move up front and dodge it. The boss is going to do that. There's that circle AoE I told you about where he spins around the map. Safety zone is the center. And then for this part, just stay with the party, because explaining where these two safety spots will be will take way too much time. I'll explain that in more detail later. But immediately just stay with the party. Once you see all those blue AoEs everywhere, or the blue little circle thingy towers, mini blue circle tower thingies, follow the party. Next up, so here's our those ice line AoEs again. We're going to dodge a few of them, get to that middle part of the triangle, but then look for our... And you see what happened? I just got knocked off because I didn't turn to see where that avalanche was coming from. But it's okay. If you die once or twice, or even 3 times throughout this fight, the rest of us can just carry you through. This is a clear for 1, so... Sorry, Val, but your DPS does not matter. And this or it won't. So, alright, the boss did his beak thing. We went to our 2 corners. We dodged some more of the blue things. We dodged some more avalanches. There's nothing really complicated about this one. It's just the avalanches are annoying. If you get a... Again, he'll try to do the lightning AoEs, a lightning marker above your head. Just spread those out. You might get a blue one too. Just jump around. At one point, we are all going to have to move and jump around because he'll do one last freeze the map. And if you do get frozen, we just break you out of an ice enclosure and it's no big deal. Eventually, I'll get rezzed. Eventually. Alright, so next is, this is fun. This one's a little, it's fun, it's easy. Lightning phase is way easier than ice phase in my opinion. But this is pretty easy. So we're going to start in our stack teams at the B and the D in our light party stacks. The blue squares on the ground lift you up. And so you'll have to go from being lifted up to being on the ground in several different ways. I don't know what happened there. So we're in our light parties, we stay stacked, and then we move away from this AoE. It could be on our left or on our right. And then we're going to just circle around the entire map, dodging all these AoEs that are blasting out of us, these bombs that are falling down. And we're just going to move around, and then we're going to kill this one last feather when we get to our final destination. Kill that feather that we're all working on, because that's going to be our safety spot. We're going to stay there, retarget the boss, keep firing at it, and then you're going to get a purple or blue marker above your head. If you get purple, stay on the ground, and if you get blue, get to the top. Everyone spreads out and gets their own square based on where your relative position or clock position is going to be. It really doesn't matter. People just kind of wing it and spread out. Here he is again hovering over the map. That means point blank AoE, so we run to the back and then immediately run out of some AoEs. That one always gets me. And then he's going to summon these purple lightning orbs on the left and right hand side. And all we're doing here is we're looking to our left, looking to our right to find one safety line. Again, this is just follow the party when that goes down. You'll get another move up, move to down. Pick your own personal square. Stay below if you have purple. Go above if you have blue. You don't have to jump around if you have this blue. Just to note, it is just be on the top. So again, he did a spinning around thing. This is his donut, spinning around the map. We get to the very center. He'll leave some AoEs. That only happens during the ice phase. I'm sorry, the lightning phase. He'll leave some AoEs behind, so you just immediately run out. We skipped this phase, but this was a knockback. There's one last mechanic, which is a knockback mechanic. Just use your knockback prevention, have that on your bar. And all you're going to do is you're going to move, you're going to wait till his cast bar is almost done casting, then pop your knockback prevention. And that's it. That's the fight. Let me know if you have any questions in the Discord. Thank you everyone for watching who is not Val in our FC. Maka is out. I'll come back soon, tomorrow probably, with a real full guide.